Alright, Section 2, Preventive Maintenance Check Services. General, the Preventive Maintenance Check Services means the systematic carrying the inspection, servicing of the equipment in good condition, prevent the breakdowns, operation mission. Before the Preventive Maintenance Check Service, each time the paving machine is operated, always do the Preventive Maintenance Check Service in the same order that it becomes a habit with some practicable anything wrong with it quickly spotted. Before Preventive Maintenance Check Service, just before operating the paving machine, pay attention to the warning, cautions, and notes. During preventive maintenance check services while operating with the paving machine, during the operation meeting, the check with the paving machine is relayed with the components which is actually operating. Pay attention to the warning, cautions, and notes. Do after preventive maintenance checks right after operating with the paving machine. Pay attention to the warning, cautions, and notes. Do weekly preventive maintenance check services once a week. Use the DA Form 2404 Equipment Inspection Maintenance Worksheet. Record any of the faults discovered before, during, after operation can be immediately fixed. During the don't record of faults been immediately fixed. Be prepared to assist the organization during lubrication of the paving the machine. Perform the operation of other services required, being organizational maintenance. 2-4 cleaning agents. Warning: do not use diesel fuel for gasoline or benzine on the general cleaning procedure. Diesel fuel washdown is only permitted with the general cleaning of the machine using a fuel washdown system provided with the paving of the machine. Warning: cleaning solvent PD 680 with the toxic and flammable. Wear protective goggles and gloves. Use only well ventilated to avoid contact with the skin's eyes closed and non-breathing vapors. Keep away from the heat of the van or flame. Never keep the smoke. Never smoke on the when using solvent. Flash point of the type of the mill for cleaning solvent is 200 degrees Fahrenheit. Failure to do so may result in injury or death to the personnel. If the person becomes dizzy and using cleaning solvent, immediately get fresh air. Medical help. Solvent can contact skin or clothes. Wash with cold water. If the sun then contact attacks the eyes, flush immediately with water. Get medical attention immediately. When using steam or cleaning, do not point the water and steam directly at any electrical contentions. Do not use a high-pressure steam supply system. Due to damage to the electrical system, other components may occur. The machine should be cleaned immediately after use. The asphalt materials residue should be removed at the surface of the machine. General care with the practice fuel spray washdown procedure provided with the maintenance section with this manual. Use this procedure immediately after completing each of the paving operation. General cleaning of the procedures as follows. Steam cleaning. The paving machine will be steam cleaned extremely dirty when the cleaning of the engine compartment cover the alternator, air cleaner cap assembly, any other electronic component with a waterproof material. Any cleaning allowing the engine to air dry. Do not use compressor air to dry the engine. Do not run the engine to dry crust to decrease drying time. When the dry removal, all components cover them before starting. Cleaning rust or grease. Cleaning rust or grease. Cleaning the grease buildup of the rust areas. Even clean solvent. Use a stiff bristle brush. Do not use the wire brush. After cleaning the wipe surface with a clean rag until the dirty removed, and allow the light cocoa oil to be bare metal surface to prevent adjusting additional rusting. 2-5 lubricants. All lubricating pavement machines shall be in accordance with the lubrication 53895 12 lubrication order. 2-6 fluid leakage. It is necessary to know how the fluid leakage affects the status of the paving machine. File with the type of class leakage for the operator must know the determining status of the paving machine. Learn of the leaking definitions. When in doubt, notify the supervisor. Equipment operations allowable to minor leaks. Class 1 and 2 consideration must be given the fluid capacity within the in-system. The check with the inspector with the doubt with notify the supervisor. Operating Class 1 and 2 leaks. Continue with the check with the fluid levels of required preventive maintenance check services. Immediately report Class M leaks to the fluid leak study with the stream leaks before hydraulic fluids in the reservoir. Supervisor. Class 1, seepage over the fluid is indicated with the wetness of the discolorization not enough to give form drops. Class 2, leakage of the fluid gets grit enough to form drops, not enough to cause drops to drip from the item checked as inspected. Class 3, leaking fluid grit enough to form drops to fall from the item checked and inspected. Paving machine operation must stop and maintenance performed in any steady stream likely to hydraulic oil is detected. Pavement machine operating must stop and the maintenance performed if any of the fuels leaked are detected. 2-7 preventive maintenance check services list operation care required to keep the paving machine in a good operation. Table 2-1 set up with the before operation checks while walking around the paving machine. Item number column table 2-1 provide the information number for each of the check service tasks. Use these numbers as a source. Item number of the technical manual on the column DA form 2404 when recording the result of the preventive maintenance check services. Preventive maintenance check services routing diagram located directly on the table 2-1 show the location of all the preventive maintenance check services and the item. The interval column tells the perform the certain checks to serve the location, give the location of the item check, the item of the checks, serve the columns listed in the item checks and serve the columns combined with location. After the procedure column tells how the required checks and serve the carefully follow the instruction tool is not available. If directed procedure, notify the supervisor. Note, terms ready and available to mission capable refer to the same staff with equipment handy and ready for the perform the in-combat missions. CDA PAM 738, 750. Note, not fully mission capable if the column tells you when the paving machine is not mission capable, why the paving machine cannot be used. If the paving machine does not perform as required in Chapter 3, Section 2, troubleshooting procedures. If anything looks wrong or cannot be fixed, record in DA Form 2404 and immediately report to the supervisor. When performing preventive maintenance checks over the rag and two always needed allowing the check with a column to the entire paving machine. 1. Keep it clean. Dirt, grease, and oil debris that only get in the way with the may cover the serious problem with cleaning while working as needed. Use the cleaning solvent with the metal surface and soap with the water, cleaning rubber and plastic material. Rust and corrosion. Check with the paving machine with the mainframe of the rust and corrosion. If any of the metal corrosion, and apply a thin coat of the oil. Report of rust or corrosion. Supervisor bolt nuts and screws. Check them all. Obvious looseness, missing, bent, broken conditions. Not all checks are done tool, but look like chipped and barely metal within the rust around the bolt's heads. On using finding of the loose bolt nuts and screws, tighten it and report it to supervisor. Welds. Look for loose or chip paint, rust or gaps where the bells and welds are together. Report the bad welds to the supervisor. 5. Electrical wires and connectors. Look for cracked, frayed, broken insulation, bare wires, and looking at loose, broken connectors. Special attention should be paid to the wire harnesses running for the tractor to the screed. Report any damaged wires to the supervisor. Hoses and fluid lines. Look for where damage leaks and make sure those clamps and fittings are tight. When spot leaks or when wet spots show leaks but staying around the fitting of the connector also means on the leak. Leak comes the loose fitting of the connector. We tighten it, and if something is broken, worn out, report it to the supervisor. Okay, when checking the operation condition, look for the component and see if it's available. Or as a preventive maintenance services, the circles for before, square, empty, white, square, white during, square, black after, and square circle weekly. Alright, location item set, eject service, general. Ensure all the crew lubrication requirements are performed on the paving machine per lubrication order 53895373312. Perform weekly as well with the perform maintenance check that you are assigned with the operator. You have not operated the equipment yet since last week. You are the operating at the time for this first time. Lever pins and locks, linkage, etc. Equipped with lubricating fitting should operate freely. Be clear of the rust and check the fluid oil levels to ensure the vehicle is on level surface with accurate reading. The exterior. Warning. Read and understand the safety precautions. Warning before any checks of the surface of personal injury can result. Alright, interval. Before. Perform walk around inspection vehicles. Check for the leak. Obvious damage. Which cars require more detailed. Not mission capable of class 3 fuel leak. Steady stream of the leaks. Hydraulic oil is detected. Interval before the item and safety decals data plate. Check for damage legibility. See paragraph 225. Engine compartment. Diesel fuel flammable can be an irritation to the eyes and skin and respiratory. Avoid prolonged exposure. Eye protection. Rubber gloves shows worn and working with diesel fuel. Interval before location fuel water separator. Remove the left axis. Cover the paragraph 224. 5. Drain water with the fuel water separator. 1. Use the drain screw tube at the bottom of the separator operated in suitable container. Cover the drain screw with a clear diesel fuel. If no more water flows to the separator, dispose of the wastewater fuel in accordance with local procedures. Alright, interval before item valve panel, open center top right, left access door, paragraph 224. 1. Inspect the valve panel 3 with the leaks and loose fittings, loose damaged wires. Not mission capable any class 3 leaks or steady stream, hydraulic oil level leaks or damaged wiring. Alright, warning. Extreme care should be taken with removing the radiator cap in the temperature given read above 185 degrees Fahrenheit. Contact steam hot coolant may result in injury or death or damage to personnel. Use clean, thick washcloth and like material to remove the radiator cap. Avoid using gloves. If the hot water soaked through the gloves, personnel could be burned. Item before. Interval before location, engine coolant level. Open the top left access door, paragraph 224. 1. Check the engine coolant level of the radiator cap. 4. With proper coolant level below the filler neck above the radiator fins. The engine idle is necessary. Not mission capable engine coolant level is at a below radiator fins. Alright, your interval during control console. Gauge panel. Performing machine startup, paragraph 210. Inspect the gauge panel plan for the damage on surface instrument. Broken glass monitoring instrument regulator to properly function the system. Malfunction. A malfunction deficiency observed during the operation which could damage the equipment if the operation was continued. Engine oil pressure 10 psi, minimum low idle 30 to 100 psi at high idle. Non-mission compatible engine oil pressure gauge 10 operative pressure below 10 psi, low idle below 30 psi, high idle over the oil pressure above 100 psi at high idle. Hydraulic oil temperature from 100 to 250 degrees. Hydraulic oil temperature gauge is unoperative with the high hydraulic oil temperature above 200 degrees to 220 degrees Fahrenheit for not more than 1 hour, non-mission capable. Engine coolant temperature 100 to 250 degrees Fahrenheit, non-mission capable. Water temperature gauge inoperative. The engine coolant temperature is above 200 degrees to 20 degrees Fahrenheit. Alright, interval component. Work lights panel, in lights, indicator lights, etc. Check for proper operation. Non-mission capable during night operation. Both hopper work lights and rear skid work lights, or either auger white work lights fail to operate. Alright, warning. Stop paving machine to establish the direct visual contact and operate the prior to checking the hydraulic return filter differential pressure gauge. Failure to do so may result in serious personal injury, death of the cry from the contact moving the crawler from track for the hydraulic function operation. Alright, the location is the engine compartment. The interval is during hydraulic return filter check and procedure. Check the hydraulic return filter differential pressure gauge 5 during the normal operation rated engine RPM. Non-mission capable hydraulic return filter differential pressure gauge reads greater than 25 psi. Alright, during air surface cleaning, surface indicator knob, check the air cleaner surface indicator knob. The air cleaner filter element requiring surface red flag is raised. Interval during non-mission capable red flag is raised. Shut down the paving machine, paragraph 211. Alright, interval after exterior. Exterior. Perform walk around the inspection vehicle with a check for leaks of obvious damage would require more detailed inspection. Note of non-mission capable class 3 leaks or fuel leak, the steady stream leak of the hydraulic oil is detected. Interval after tracks. Inspect track 7 for missing cracked track pads. No mission capable of 2 consecutive track pads are cracked or missing. Alright, your engine compartment. Warning, NBC exposure is suspected. All air filter media should be handled with the personnel wearing protective equipment. Consult with the Navy NBC officer, NBC NCO, appropriate handling disposal procedure. Interval after item air cleaner. 1 right across the door with a paragraph 224. 1, remove the air cleaner intake 8. Then inspect the air cleaner deflector 9. Air cleaner filter 10. Element 10, remove the air dirt accumulated inside the cleaner. Refer to paragraph 336. Non-mission capable air cleaner filter element missing or clogged. Alright, interval after location hydraulic reservoir. Move the right across the cover of the paragraph 224.5. Check the hydraulic reservoir level using the combination sight light indicator 11. Add the hydraulic oil necessary. Refer to paragraph 334. Non-mission capable hydraulic reservoir level is below the bottom sight level light in the light liquid indicator full, and add mark on the sight light fluid indicator. Interval after hydraulic charge filters. Open the front right access door, paragraph 224.1, and check the hydraulic charge for the filter and clogging 12. Red flags popped up. Filter requires changing. Refer to the unit maintenance. Non-mission capable red flag is raised. Warning, allow the engine to cool before performing maintenance on the muffler, exhaust pipe, and exhaust manifold. Do not touch the existing exhaust system with the bare hands. Injury personnel will result in maintenance for the heated surfaces necessary. Insulated pads and gloves. Interval after. Track service. Engine oil level. Open the top front left access door panel. Paragraph 224.1. Check the engine oil level with the dipstick. 13. Add engine oil necessary. Refer to paragraph 332. Non-mission capable engine oil level is below the minimum mark in the dipstick. Alright, interval weekly fan belt. Open the top of the left access door, paragraph 224.1. Check the fan belt 14 fraying with cracks. Non-mission capable fan belt is missing or cracked or frayed. Interval weekly batteries procedure. Open the rear top left access door, paragraph 224.1. Unbuckle the battery box, hold down straps 15, remove the battery box cover 16 from the both batteries. Non-mission capable battery, corroded with the battery terminals, loose unit maintenance material. Lift the rubber battery terminals 17 from the battery terminals. Inspect the battery terminal and cables 18 for the corrosion. Inspect the battery cables 18 for security. Inspect the battery terminal caps on the 17 on the battery terminals. Place the battery covers 16 on both the battery boxes. Secure the battery box. Hold down strap 15. Clear the rear top left access door. Paragraph 224.2. Alright, weekly radiator. Open left access door. Paragraph 224.1. Check the oil cooler for the obstruction. Remove any obstruction. Weekly exterior track rollers. Check for the track rollers 20 for oil leaks. Non-mission capable any track class 3 roller leaks. Weekly conveyor chain. Use flashlight located in the toolbox. Look underneath the front of the paving machine to check with the conveyor chain. With 21 tension, checker should not be hanging down under the center of the support beam. Non-mission capable of the conveyor chain hanging below the center support beam. Alright, warning. Do not stand in the hopper engine conveyor is running with the fingers, hand, legs, or feet cannot be caught in the moving conveyor chain with slats, auger the resulting severe injury, death of personnel. Weekly hopper conveyor chain. Start the paving machine, paragraph 210. Non-mission capable of hitting the missing power pins or spring pins. Both left-hand and right-hand finger controls are in the up position on 23 on the position. Note left screw control panel showing on the right screw control panel similar but does not include the screw fuel pump switch. Alright, your conveyor chain continued. Play for the left auger switch in the 24 in the down man position. Flashlight check for the complete length of the conveyor chain. Master length for the missing cotter pins 25 and spring pins 26. Place the left auger conveyor switch in the 24 in the center. All position. Play for the right conveyor is going to switch in the down manual position. Check for the complete length of the conveyor chain. The master length for the missing cotter pins and spring pins. Play for the right auger conveyor switch 24 in the center of the out position. Ignition switch in the stop position. Remove the ignition key. Alright, section 3, under operation under usual conditions.